I mean, for sure in the Gilbert Burns fight, that was veteran shit.
Oh,
when he just weathered that storm of that first round, and then by the end of the first round was winning.
Yeah.
You know, and then fucked him up in the second.
And his striking's getting better, man.
Oh my God, much better.
Striking's getting better.
That fight this weekend is very interesting, though.
Very
I watched the first fight again the other day.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you something, man. Masvidal was all over him in that first round.
And that was last minute, correct?
Mm-hmm. 6 days notice.
He stuffed 11 of his takedowns, which is unheard of with Usman.
Yeah, but more importantly, was not in condition.
No.
Was not prepared for a fight like that.
Yeah.
They offered it to him. He took it. He went there 6 days notice, and I mean, that first round, he looked very good. He only won that one round.
Yeah.
That's what's important in the fight because Usman made adjustments. Another thing that's important to note is that Usman apparently had shattered his nose 2 weeks before that fight.
Wow.
Yeah, so his nose was fucked. Because after the fight, they had him checked out. He had a broken nose, and he was like, my nose is already broken. Like, his nose was fucked up 2 weeks before the fight.
Golly.
Yeah.
The thing about Usman, man, is that he some people say he's boring, boring fighter. I think he's great. I think he's a great
Wasn't boring in that Gilbert Burns fight.
Oh, no, he wasn't. I think he's great, man. He presses the fight. He's got cardio for days. And a guy that has that kind of physique,
I know.
He shouldn't have that kind of cardio. And I think he's great. I think he's got charisma, man. His striking's getting better. He freaking knocked out Colby Covington, TKO'd and broke his jaw. And he beat Burns with a jab.
Anybody who says he's boring is an idiot.
You get poked in the eye. Just poke yourself in the eye. I mean,
you got to be an idiot to think that guy's boring. That's crazy. Look, he did what he had to do to win the Masvidal fight.
Right.
But if you take into consideration the fact that he had a broken nose going into the fight, and you take into consideration the fact that Masvidal is, you fought him. He's
game.
Good.
He's game.
And he's clever, and he's experienced, and he's a real vet.
Yeah.
Masvidal's a real vet.
That's somebody who you cannot break this guy's will in a fight.
No.
I've seen it. I've broken guys' wills in there in a fight. When a guy like that who comes out just as hard in the last round as he does in the first and still has got power and still is just a savage, just want to rip your head off, that's a scary dude. Or you hit him and he smiles at you.
Yeah.
And normally when guys do that, they're hurt.
Right.
But this guy, he's just a G, man.
He's slick.
And I like him because he is who he is.
He's
not faking nobody. He's not trying to be somebody he's not.
I love when he dresses like Tony Montana.
He's got the whole suit to get up.
When I talked to him here, one of my favorite moments on the podcast with him here was when I asked him, I said, the question is, can Ben Askren get a hold of you? He goes, he can get a hold of these nuts.
Dude, that guy, boy. That's why I love that guy. And it was funny. I was in Singapore. Me and him both were there as guest fighters, and that's where we made that fight happen.
Oh.
We had planned it out there. He was wanting to work his way up, and I had just lost the tire. And so the second time, so I was like, let's make it happen, man. And I think what's changed from him, I wouldn't say so much his style, but his mindset.
Yeah, he talked about that, the resurrection.
Yeah.
Well, you know what had happened? He went on a reality show. Do you know the story?
I think so.
Yeah.
And was it the preparation or was it?
No. He talked about that on this podcast too. He went on this reality show and it was a fucking nightmare. And it was like in the jungle in this reality show. Like he had to go into villages, try to get food. It was fucked. It's crazy. It was a South American reality show. And apparently he was there for a long ass time.
Wow.
And he had no contact with the outside world. It was a disaster. Hated the show. But it gave him a lot of chance to think about his life, about where he was, and then what his future is going to be. And realize that maybe some things had been holding him back.
Yeah.
And one thing that had been holding him back was he was trying not to lose versus trying to win. And that he was a little bit worried about his condition because maybe he didn't train enough. Maybe he didn't prepare correctly. And then he just decided, look, I'm going to fucking go for it.
Yeah.
So here he is. I mean, Masvidal's got to be your age, right?
Yeah.
He's probably 38. He's in the range.
I think he's a little bit, might be
36,
a little bit younger.
36, something like that.
But one of the most popular guys in the UFC. Said he was going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
He's there.
Yeah.
Fighting for the title twice.
But just think about what he did after that. Think about his fight, like the fight with Nate Diaz. Holy shit. How the knockout of Darren Till.
Yeah.
The Darren Till knockout was fucking crazy.
And him getting knocked down early in that fight.
Yeah.
He got knocked down. Comes back
First
with
round.
that. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And KO'd him in the most vicious fashion. And the way he did it too, where he set it up, that switch where he stepped in and throws the
Yeah.
left hook.
Well, he grabbed his front hand. I don't know if you saw that.
Mm-hmm.
He grabbed his front hand, pulls
Yep.
it down, and hits it with a left.
Yep.
That's what. It
Oh,
just took him out. It was awesome.
smooth. So well, he's so clever. He's clever.
That's
like
why.
the knockout of Ben Askren. Like if people think, oh, he just ran at him and threw a flying knee. No. He went to the side.
Yeah.
And then he came at him.
Angle change, man, and he went at him.
Also, so Askren has to follow him, which even more activates Askren's natural desire to grab you.
Yeah.
Right?
He showed him planning for it.
And he went
knew
to
he
the
was gonna do
side
that.
where Askren shoots.
Yeah.
I mean, he went to the side. And then, boom!
The whole lead up to that was awesome.
Oh, my God.
Him just,
Incredible. Yeah.
just looking like a freaking G, and then he steps off.
And that photo
Runs.
of him in midair landing that knee to Ben's face, jacked. You see his six-pack and everything's angry look in his face. That's one of the classic all-time MMA photos. See if you can find that photo.
And then him saying, was that necessary to hit him? He's like, "It's
Super
It's
necessary.
super necessary.
Yeah, super necessary. Well, not only that, he like, as Ben is out cold, after he punched him in the
talking to
face,
him, right?
he's talking to him and slapping the table. Like, I told you, bitch. Yeah. Crazy.
And what's good about him is that he can throw something. Like, obviously,
There it is.
wow.
That one in the middle is the one I'm talking about. The one up, yeah, look at that. That is a fucking classic
The
MMA
stiffening
photo.
up of
In the
Ben Askren.
middle of the fucking impact. Look at his face. He's so
Wow.
angry.
I was there.
Bam! I was there too.
I was there in case. And you know what? After that fight, I went up and congratulated him. He was like, man. He's like, thank you, bro. I was like, we need to make this fight happen. We need to do it again.
That was crazy
Yeah.
shit. He became a superstar that
Yeah,
night.
that's right. Been at the two knockouts, crazy knockouts back to back.
Yep. And
And-
now he has another chance at
Yeah.
Usman with a full camp.
And I think
Super interested.
on paper, it's like, all right, how do you choose against somebody who's been so dominant in the welterweight division against Usman? But then you get this guy out there who can just, out of nowhere, just do out of a thought in his head, hit you with a spin something or a flying knee, or he's so creative and
I'm
he's
interested.
intelligent.
I would never count Usman out. I think Usman is one of the
Yeah.
mentally, he's one of the strongest guys that I've ever seen compete. His mind, you never see a weakness from him. He's so strong. And when he dominated Tyron like that to win the belt, this is his first shot at the title. No nerves at all, just full dominance. Just went at him, just controlled him, smashed him, just beat him up. Almost tried to take him out at one point in time and emptied the gas tank and realized, like, Jesus, Tyron's still here. Like, we talked about it on the podcast, too. I'm like, how tired you were? He's like, bro, I was so tired.
He didn't show it.
He didn't show it. I could see it a little bit, but I was right next to him.